Hi everyone, my name is Sayed Uzair. I'm a student of Computer Science, Naval Institute, Miyawali. Today we will discuss on the topic of what is backpropagation and how it works. Let me tell you one thing. The basic motive behind creating this video is that we got a project in our subject Artificial Intelligence in which we have to read a classical paper on backpropagation thoroughly and then upload that video on YouTube for others. Let's proceed. History. First, let me tell you how it all starts. In 1980s, scientists were trying to design self-organizing neural network. Their basic aim was to create a synaptic modification in the neural network so that they can connect arbitrarily with each other to perform specific or a particular task. Zorgate problem. This problem will help you to understand why there is a need of artificial neural network or backpropagation. You can analyze from the output of Zorgate that there can be two classes, one class for zeros and one class for ones. And when we plot a graph for Zorgate, we got 4 points, 2 points for zeros and 2 points for 1. Here we can see that if we use a single neuron, we cannot distinguish between these two classes because a single neuron always uses one cut to distinguish the classes, but here we need a transform technique to classify these two classes. This thing enables the scientist to think an alternate solution for such type of problems. Backpropagation. What is backpropagation? A backpropagation is a method which is used to train neural networks artificially. You can also say that backpropagation is used to minimize the loss function with respect to the weights which are given to the input layer in the backpropagation. Algorithm. The algorithm on which backpropagation works is there is a number of inputs and a number of weights. These number of inputs and weights are given to an input layer. Then the input layer, after concatenating these two values, passes the value to the hidden layer. An intermediate layer is a hidden layer. We will discuss about it later. The hidden layer then after applying activation function on the given value passes the result after concatenating with weight to the output layer. And from output layer, we obtain an actual value. Here is the visualization of the algorithm on which backpropagation works. You can see an input layer, a hidden layer, and an output layer. The inputs are given to the input layer. The input layer then passes the values to the hidden layer. The hidden layer, after applying activation function, passes the values to the output layer. Hidden layer. What is hidden layer? The hidden layer is used to perform non-linear transformation on the inputs entered into the input layer and then passes to the hidden layers. Active Activation function. Activation function is a type of function which is used to determine whether the neuron is active or whether the neuron is not active. It's a mathematical equation. There are different type of activation functions, but the activation function which is mostly used in neural network is sigmoid. One characteristic which is very important about activation function is they must have a bounded region for the input values they give. For example, the bounded region for sigmoid is 0 to 1. You can also see that from the graph of sigmoid. Problem. The main problem which scientists faced was they don't know how to update the weights of the hidden layer because hidden layer is something not a part of input layer and not a part of output layer. Moreover, they don't know exact values of the weights which are given to the input value because they were random. Here is the solution to this problem. Roll of slope, also known as gradient. You can see a graph, a parabola for the function of square. So to obtain an optimized state, we need to put a value of x such that the value of function must be minimum or near to 0. So let if we put the value of x5, we will obtain a value of function 25 which is very high. So from this then we analyze that we have to put the value of y lesser than the previous value. So we create a general formula for this. New value is equal to old value minus learning rate into slope, where old value is the previous value which we obtain by putting the value of x minus learning rate. What is learning rate? Learning rate is the velocity with which we are moving toward our optimized state. And slope is obtained by applying a derivation function on the previous value of x. So the important points about gradient descent is derivation, which we applied on the previous value of x, learning rate, which is the velocity with which we are moving toward our optimization state, and optimization, which we obtained after applying the formula of old value minus slope into learning rate. So gradient descent is a fine technique, but it's only feasible when there is only one variable. But what if there are more than one variables? In back propagation, there are more than one variables. So it's a drawback of gradient descent, but gradient descent gives us a hint how to work. So we use this technique to solve our problem of back propagation. Here is an example of backpropagation consisting of many variables. You can see if there are more than one input. After concatenating these inputs with weights are passing to the hidden layers, and then from hidden layers, after concatenating with other weights, they are passing to outer layer, and from outer layer we are getting our predicted value, which is 0.191, but the actual value is 1. So to find the error, we use the formula which is given below. So after finding the value of the error, we have to move back towards the hidden layer in order to update the weights of the hidden layer. For example, if we want to update the weight W6, we have to take a derivation function of the error equation with respect to W6. Similarly, if we want to update the value of weight W5, we have to take a derivation function of the error with respect to W5. But we cannot perform this operation directly because in order to apply derivation function on the error with respect to any weight, there will be some other terms whose values we are not having with us. So to overcome this situation, we use chain rule method. Chain rule by backpropagation. So when we apply derivation function on error equation in order to find the updated value of W6, we obtained two terms: derivation function on the equation with respect to predicted value concatenated with derivation function of predicted value with respect to the weight. Predicted value is the sum of the concatenated values of the hidden layers with the respective weights, and H1 and H2 are the two hidden layers summed with the concatenated values of the input and their respective weights. So when we have to find the first term, derivation function of predicted value with respect to W6, we obtain a value of H2. Similarly, when we find the answer of second term, which is derivation function of error equation with respect to predicted value, we obtain an answer predicted value of the function minus actual value, which we denote with delta. By combining all these equations, we got our main answer, which is derivation function of equation with respect to the weight W6, which we want to update, equals to delta into H2, which is also written as derivation function of the equation into derivation function of the predicted value concatenated with derivation function of W6, the weight, which we want to update. This is all from my side. Thank you very much. These are my group members, as it was a group project. Hope you like the video. Please comment your valuable reviews about the video. Thank you.